So this is the food. It is 6. So we're about to eat. But I'm not going to eat.
Yo, from Kenya, East Africa. MORAA, speaking truth. You feel me? Time to clear the air. Set things straight. Let's go.
Guys. So who do you think was leaking information from IAmMarwa's house? From IAmMarwa's home? Who do you think? Oh my goodness, guys. As positive reactors, I think I have said this before. I have said that we normally receive information here and there. And sometimes, actually most of the times, some of the information may be sensitive. And when you look at it, you're like, this one, I will just let it unfold. I will let it unfold by itself until it exposes itself. Because even if I come and say it here, it's going to be something else. I have said that before. If you have been following me, you have heard me say that we used to receive, even when Rocio was in the villa, a lot of information here and there and here. Guys, a lot has been leaking from that villa. Now, I remember people like Gintu doing videos, Ernest doing videos, Masubo Zero doing videos, and they used to come and brag, oh, we know what is going on in there, we know what is happening, even after they were kicked out, after Gintu was kicked out, because Ernest and Masubo were never there. But they still could come out and say stuff, and some of the stuff they used to say sometimes is the stuff that we also have heard. So clearly, there was somebody leaking information from IAmMarwa's house. At this particular time, Gake, the Geko, was actually one of the people who were living in that house. And then I remember IAmMarwa kicked out a lot of people from the villa, and Gake remained. Gake the Geko. He is the only one who remained. And guess what happened? Information was still leaking. Oh my God. Information was still leaking, guys. And Marwa, when he came back, he kicked Gake out of the home. Why? Guys, I think Marwa just decided to spare this little Geko. But this little Geko is not a good person, guys. I remember people coming out to say, oh, why isn't Marwa taking this guy back? He's a nice guy, a fine young man. And I used to be like, guys, how many times did you see me like coming out here to defend Gake, to say, no, Gake is a good one, let him be taken back to the villa? He had fooled me, all right, to a certain extent. But I started to realize real quick that this particular person is actually behind 90% of the information that used to leak from the villa. And it was to people like Gintu. If you all don't believe me, look at who is defending him on the streets against Ruby. Look at how Gintu came out guns blazing. Did you all see the video that Gintu did coming for Ruby? Guys, this particular Geko guy has been friends and close with Gintu even after Gintu left the villa. This guy has been giving this guy information. This guy is a spy, was a spy. This guy was a mole. Guys, I did videos out here and I said, there is a mole in IAmMarwa's home. I'm actually not the only one. A lot of positive reactors did videos and they said there is somebody leaking information because, guys, it was too much at that particular time. Gintu had just left the villa. Gintu was very bruised. Gintu was very hurt. Gintu was looking for anything and everything to attack the travel commando with. And apparently somebody was giving Gintu that ammunition. That very nice, fine young boy in the villa was actually the one. And who is that person? The Geko. Oh yes, guys, believe it or not. And I have now gotten confirmation to that, guys. At that time, I heard it. I thought it was rumors as well. But right about now, I am convinced because I have heard the... Oh my God, this is so bad. All I can say is this. Marwa, you did a very, very good thing to kick this person out of your house, and you did an even better thing not to allow him back to your house because the devil was right under your nose. This is so bad, guys. This is a pity. This guy, he is hanging out with the worst of the worst enemies, the worst of the worst haters. Guys, do you remember that day when David Jr., when Mwita was back in Mwanza? If you all remember that. And he called Dancing Grammar to ask for, is it medicine, and to ask for his goat to be sold so that he can get money. You all remember that time. Guys, who was at Dancing Grammar's compound with Hosea? Do you remember that video Hosea did? Do you all remember that video Hosea did? Gake was there. Gake the Geko. He was there. And I remember some of you all texting me and saying, MORAA, did I see Gake at Dancing Grammar's compound together with Hosea? In fact, he was the one defending Hosea and saying, it is very bad what people are doing, taking this man away from this home. Do you all remember that video, or should I bring it out here and play the clip? So he is hanging out with the worst of the worst enemy of David Jr., who is Hosea, and he is hanging out with the worst of the worst enemy of Marwa, who is Gintu. Now, tell me what kind of person this is. Guys, we all know that birds of a feather. Oh yes, if he did not have the same kind of behavior, would he be hanging around this kind of people? And do you all think that he has started hanging around Gintu and Hosea now? Do you think so? Oh my God. Guys, life has a way of exposing people. People expose themselves slowly by slowly, small. But finally, the truth always comes out. This guy has been the worst of Marwa's enemy. Oh yes. Thank God I saw in the comments section some people saying, after he did that stupid video of his in his channel, and he also did another stupid video with Gintu. I saw some of you in the comments section telling him, we do not believe you. You cannot hit a woman no matter what. Guys, let me ask you all a question. So because this woman did him wrong by whatever he was saying, she bought a car. She was bought a car by, I think, a donor. She was, did he say cheating with a donor? Guys, I don't even remember what he said. But all I know, of all the things that he said, is there anything that warrants him to beat a woman? Tell me all, guys. Tell me. So because this girl was being supported by somebody from abroad, she's supposed to be beaten up. Is that what it is? And guys, he came out to say that she slapped me first. What kind of lame defense is that? That is so tired, Geko. That is so very tired. Guys, if this slap, this so-called slap, would not have been caught on camera, do you all think he would have agreed that he slapped her? Do you all think he would have come out to say, yes, I slapped her on a particular day because she slapped me first? No. So because it was caught on camera, he came to defend himself by saying, I slapped her because she is the one who has been slapping me. She slapped me one time at the restaurant, and then again she slapped me another time. And so I was mad, and so I just slapped her one time. Do you all believe that? Do you all believe that this one time that he was caught on camera is the only time that he slapped her? Do you honestly, truly, in your heart of hearts, believe that? Oh my God. Guys, if you look at that clip, it looks like it has been filmed. It hasn't been filmed from the start. Let me put it that way. That clip has not been filmed from the start. She started recording at some point. Why did she start recording? Because this guy had beat her up so very badly. Did you all hear Gake, when he was defending himself? He said that there were some men who came and they were talking to him. They were telling him to stop it because he slapped her. Did you hear him say that? It is because this man actually stopped him from finishing her, because this guy was battering her like a problem. It was bad, guys. And do you honestly think that she would be going to report somebody to the police station because of a slap? Do you honestly think about that? Guys, especially in this Korean culture, you honestly think that she went to report this guy because of a slap? Guys, if you watched Village Echo's video about this, he said that in the village is normal, but here in Nairobi, they will beat you up the border, guys. If you beat up a woman in the road, on the roadside where people are watching. Did you all hear? Should I play the clip here of Village Echoes? Village Echoes, hi. Hello. You said Village Echoes. And I want you to comment down here below in this video if you did not say so, because I honestly, guys, don't want to start going to cut clips. For what? Or you can go and watch Village Echoes video about this issue. He said, in our village, because he comes from that village, guys, he knows both Gake, he knows Ruby, they are his friends, he knows these people. He said, in the village, and he did not say it once in his video, he said it like 5 times. And every time he said it, I remember looking at the screen and saying, hey, Village Echo, stop this. He said, in our village, this is normal. In fact, he was even telling Geko, you cannot live in Nairobi because with this behavior, you cannot manage, which means you can live in the village, our village, with our behavior, but not anywhere else, not in Nairobi. He was saying in his video, that is Village Echoes, he said it is normal to fight a woman in the open, in their village. Oh yes, he said it. So if it is normal, guys, if it is normal to beat up a woman in their village, so do you think she would be going, her mother would be going, her whole family would be furious, they would be going to report him to the police station because of a slap, and yet it is normal to beat up a woman in this place? It is not just because of the slap. They obviously were involved in this because this guy was beating this girl up very, very badly. That is the truth, guys. And any logical person can see that. And that clip, if you look at it, this person was beating up this girl. Only after she managed to get her phone and start recording is when he stopped. But he could not just stop, guys. He managed to beat her, to hit her one last slap as he went away. And as he was going away, do you know what he said? He said, "You're a dog. You're a dog. Go and report me and keep recording. And you can record." He was so arrogant and rude. That is what he said on the clip. And Swahili speakers, I want you all to listen and tell me if this is not what he said. Of course, the girl was also mad. Ruby was also angry. And she was also throwing words at him. That is the truth. However, now, if Geke is that real nice gentleman that he is trying to portray out here, he said to her, he came back. If you guys watched it very well, he was like walking away. Well, now she started to record, and she said to him, "I am going to take this to the police station. You cannot keep beating me all the time." Guys, even Village Echo's video, go and listen to Village Echoes. He said that he translated it. When I played that clip, I never translated it, but Village Echoes translated it. This girl was telling Geko, "You cannot be beating me all the time." Why would she say that if she was only beaten once and it was a slap? And by the way, guys, she said that before he hit her the slap. So when the clip starts rolling, she says, "You cannot be beating me all the time. I am going to the police station." That is what Ruby is saying. And of course, Ruby also insults him. But she said those words, "I am taking this to the police station. You cannot be beating me all the time." And you know what this guy did? He turned around, came back, slapped her and said, "Yes, like I'm now slapping you. Now get it recorded, take it to the police station." That is exactly what he did. So Ruby spoke about being beaten up before that slap. And she did not just say, "You are beating me up today." She said, "You cannot be beating me up all the time. I am going to the police station." So she was already going to the police station before that slap. So, Geko, you think you can fool people? You can only fool fools. And like I said, guys, I'm so happy. In the comments section, I saw people saying it as it is. I saw people telling him, "We don't believe you." I saw people saying, "You don't hit a woman no matter what." Geko, you just admitted that you hate this woman. And your defense is she slapped you first. Where is your evidence that she slapped you first? Nonsense. Guys, now let me tell you all something. This girl had already told me all this. And this girl had already told me that Gintu will come into this equation. She already told me that. And I was waiting for it. And when I saw Gintu there, I, of course, laughed about it. And for all of you whom I had told this story before coming to say it on air, because I had told some people, for all of you, remember I told you that Gintu is in the mix. Guys, even when this girl reported this Geko to the police station, guess who was intimidating her until she dropped the case? Guess who? Of course, the loudmouth Gintu. And this Gintu, if you all want to know, he's very involved. He came and did a video insulting this girl, insulting the mother, insulting the father, insulting the whole family, diminishing her, and obviously lying. By the way, guys, Gintu knows everything. Gintu knows how this guy batters this woman. Gintu has been there. Gintu was at the police station, but Gintu does not care. Oh yes, once again, why doesn't Gintu care? Because This guy is his guy. This guy has been his spy. This guy is working for him right now. And this guy, Gintu does not care, guys. Gintu does not care. It is because he and this guy, they are tight. It is what it is, guys. And Gintu is helping this Geko guy to intimidate this girl. If I am lying, look at how Gintu came out to defend Geko. You all watch. After that interview they did with Geko, the following morning, Gintu unleashed a video. Oh my God. And the funny thing is this, Gintu knows the truth, but he came out to turn everything around. Oh yes, guys. That is what is going on. And Gintu, you have got a daughter, remember. You keep doing what you're doing. Shame on you. A big shame on you. You are there at the police station. You are there when this Geko was beating up this girl at the restaurant. You are there. You know how this guy has been cheating on her. You know everything, Gintu. But you chose to come here and lie. Even about the car, you lied, Gintu. Oh my God, guys. Do you all know something? Now, they came out here and said, this Geko came out here and said that this girl was importing a car from abroad. And he even went ahead to say that he went with her to pick the car, right? That is a lie. Guys, I have spoken with members of the family of this girl, including her elder sister, who was very, very shocked because her husband, and their brother are the ones who took this girl to go and buy the car. This car was not imported from abroad. This car was bought at a yard in Ngong Road, on Ngong Road here in Nairobi. I have the photos. I have everything, guys. I have videos of them walking around looking at vehicles. The four of them. Ruby, her sister, her elder sister, her sister's husband, and Ruby's brother. They are walking around the yard, checking on vehicles. Remember, like the video MORAA did when they were with Dim Wango and Rocio. They were at a yard in Nairobi and they were checking out cars. A video like that. I guess maybe she wanted to post it, maybe on her channel or something. Because they are actually walking around on the yard and they're checking cars, and they finally settle on a car and they buy this car. They have pictures, they have videos. Geko, how come I cannot see you among them? I want Geko, guys. I wanted to bring out those receipts, but I'm figuring, why should I? Why should I, guys? I want Geko to bring out receipts showing that he was at that yard with this girl buying that car. Hold on. Better still, I want Geko to bring out receipts showing that he went to Nairobi with this girl to get a car that... No. I want Geko, guy, because according to Geko, the car was not bought in Nairobi, right? The car was imported. I want him to show us as they go and receive this car from the port, I want him to show those receipts. Because I have receipts showing that this car was bought at a yard on Ngong Road here in Nairobi. Geko, kazi kwako. You think you can come out here and lie like an idiot? And then again, guys, something else about this car. This car was bought by this girl. All this hula baloo of she was bought for by somebody. Okay, fine. Even if it is somebody who sent her money, then so be it. But all I know is that the car was bought at the yard by this girl. And she paid part payment, guys. Hizi ni zile gari za, hizi ni zile dinga za nini. lipa mdogo mdogo, where you buy in installments, guys. When you pay a car that you pay a deposit and then you pay in installments. So this car is, in essence, a car that has been bought on on credit. Oh yes. And this girl just paid the deposit. So now she is going to be paying installments until she finishes paying off this car. How do I know? Because I have the document. She showed them to me. Like I said, I had thought of coming to show the receipts, but then again I'm thinking, why should I do that? Let Gake prove from his side that this car was shipped from I don't know where, and all this nonsense that he was saying. Let him prove that. Because I can prove otherwise. Oh my God. Guys, this Geko guy is a big damn liar. And Geko, I want to tell you something. Before this time, I already had received a lot of stories about you. But guys, like I said, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get myself into this entanglement of exposing and all this nonsense. Geko, when you were arrested, you said that you asked people for money, right? Of course, first of all, you lied here that it is Ruby who bailed you out. Which is another lie, guys. Which is another lie. The person who bailed this person out is very well known. I'm not going to stop mentioning, but it is somebody else. It is not Ruby. How do I know? Because I have taken time to find out all this stuff. Now, guys, he was in the cells and he was contacting people. And he was contacting people and telling every person that he is contacting that you are my only hope. You are, he wrote this message as though you are the only one he is asking for money. You know how I can write you a message and say, you are my only hope. You are the only one. I don't have anybody else to help me. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. So that is what he wrote. And he wrote it to a number of people. I'm sure about that. How do I know? Because two of those women, guys, Geko, two of your moms reached out to me. And these two moms are friends. They reached out to me and they told me, MORAA, this guy does not know that we talk. Me and this other mom. And so he has written to this mom and forwarded the message and everything the same, and also forwarded to another mom. The same message. So these two moms were telling me, what kind of a boy is this? He is not a good boy. I remember we spoke about it and I said to myself, maybe he was desperate for money, guys, because if you're in the cells and maybe you're not getting money and you are desperate to come out, maybe he was just looking for money, and out of the desperation, he wrote the messages to these women. And so we just laughed about it. Guys, however, in Geko's defense that he has brought, he says that he and Ruby never separated, right? Isn't that what he said? That they had been alone up to Sunday. Isn't that what he said? I am here to say that they separated, guys, after he was arrested. They never went to live together and they were never together. Every message, everything that Geko and this girl were talking about, it is threats. And threats from Geko to this girl. So guys, after they separated, this guy did not stop. He continued stalking her. He continued following her. He continued texting her. He continued calling her. She blocked him at some point. He went to her house, beat her up because she had blocked him. Guys, she has no right to block him. Oh my God. Oh yes. He was even asking her as he was beating her up, why did you block me? How dare you block me? They were never together. He was stalking her. That is why in my last video, I said, Gake, leave this girl alone. Stop talking about her. Stop stalking her. Stop. Guys, this guy is a crazy nut. And he thinks that by intimidating this girl, guys, like I said last time, he already had threatened this girl. And that is why this girl could not come out to talk or to challenge him. Everything that this guy is saying is a lie. Oh, yes. Because if you look at the messages he was writing to this girl, these people are not together. It is, why did you leave me? You must come back to me. You cannot leave me. So are you together? Oh my God, guys. Open your eyes. This Geko is a stupid idiot. A girl beater, a woman beater, and he must be stopped now. I'm 22 years old. So what? Woman beater. A 22-year-old scammer. That is what you are, Geko. You can intimidate everybody, but you cannot intimidate me. Nonsense. Even if you come with 10 Gintus, you cannot. What a shame. Can you imagine this fool, guys? These people, they, by the way, guys, this girl is supposed to come out and speak her story. You know, that is why I'm not gonna do any receipts or anything, because I want her to tell her own story. It is her story, guys. It is her story, and she has a right to respond to this fool. Oh yes, she does. She has a right to respond to this fool. Guys, this little boy cannot intimidate me. Cannot come out here and lie. And by the way, guys, my video is already 31 minutes. I am going to do the next one. The next time I talk about him, I am coming out to show how he lied to these two mamas when he was in the cells. I'm coming out to show the receipts because, guys, I have got the receipts. For this one, I'm going to show the receipts because it is not Ruby who gave them to me. These ones, I got them from his moms. And by the way, before I go, let me just show, let me show the clips which he had sent these mamas when he was in the cells. At least I can show that one, because this other part, I want to really show you guys the kind of liar and the kind of scammer this Geko is. Stupid idiot. You think you can come out here and lie? And by the way, Geko, you are the one who started this. You did a live stream and you lied about this girl being the one who brought you down. Okay, fine. Even if she is the one who you feel had taken down your career and taken down your whatever, she had left you. So why not just walk away? Why come here and mess up with her life? You should have just come out here and said, me and Ruby, we are no longer together. And guys, I just want, I laughed about it. You remember what he said in that live stream? He said, guys, do not go and attack her. She let her be. I was like, who do you think you are? You think you are MORAA? You think you're MORAA? Just because MORAA came out and said, please do not attack Rocio. Blah, blah, blah. Now you think you're MORAA. Now you think you're all that. You think you have reached. You think now you can come out here and direct people. Those moms, some of them are the ones who reached out to me. You're fool. Let me deal with that one in the next one. The next time I'm talking about Gake, I'm coming out with the receipts from this mamas. Scammer Geko, your time is up, stupid fool. Guys, watch these clips and then we come back.
So here it's where we're gonna be sleeping tonight. There is the bathroom. As you can see, there's another prisoner. So this over here. So this is the washroom, the toilet, and we're just sleeping over here. So we have been removed with the belt. It doesn't have the belt, and the one shoes but the phone. I had to pay some cash so that I can be lived. So just look how. So this is how it is. So I've been over here since 8 a.m. So when tomorrow we'll just reach, maybe I'm gonna be taken to the prison, not to the court. Then I'm gonna be taken out to the prison. So this is the food. It is 6. So we're about to eat, but I'm not going to eat.
So guys, that is when 𝐂𝐓𝐇, 𝐂𝐓𝐇 the Geko was in the cells. He sent those clips to this mamas. And now, by the way, if you're out there and he also sent you this same message, drop your comments down below, because I'm sure he did not just send this to those two women, because he wanted to scam as many people as possible. So please comment down below or come into my inbox, because this Geko guy, coming out here to lie, first of all, coming out to say that a woman brought down his career. What career? What career? And then you're coming out here to lie, and I have been given receipts. Who do you think you are? Geko. Guys, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and next time I'm talking about Geko, I'm coming out with more receipts from these two mamas, because it is about time that people know who this Geko is. Oh yes, Diane, thank you so very much for giving me a name for this fool. Bye guys.
Together, bad vibes, negative weather. You suckers with your toxic tones, leave good folks alone. Stop the moans, lame and toothless, that's what you are. Truth shining bright like a star. I give and take, I educate, put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, it's MORAA, your African daughter. Don't paint pictures bigger than the frame to tarnish good people's names. Your tainted lessons, evil missions, telling tales just for fame. Truth teller, I see through the game. Truth teller, calling out the shame. Truth teller, standing in the rain. Truth teller, breaking every chain. La la la, truth will reign. La la la, breaking every chain. Oh, from Kenya I came. Oh, truth teller's my name. Speak the truth, speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, it's MORAA, your African daughter.